Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James. Today we're doing another rolling stock review. This one is a slightly bit more different in that it's the Gaugemaster motorised track cleaner. So it is powered and all that lot, but it's designed to help look after your railway. And that light's being in. There we go. But yeah, let's get all the boring bits out of the way before my light decides to die. The product code is, if you can just about see it, is GM2250101 track cleaning vehicle, and it's a Gaugemaster product. You do get all these bits inside the pack, but I'll go through them in a moment. But this is pretty much a rebrand of the Tomytec track cleaner, which is normally in a dark blue. But yeah, this one's in Network Rail livery, which I figured would be a bit more appropriate for my layout since I am in the UK. So yeah, let's have a quick look at it. Actually, let's see how much it weighs. I know it's not powering itself, but it might also be interesting to see how much it weighs, so you know. Oh, that's quite a bit heavy. That's 103.5 grams. So this vehicle on its own is 4 Mark 1 coaches in weight. So yeah, it's a very hefty bit of kit. But yes, let's get that out of the way. Inside the pack you do get a little important safety information sheet in various languages. You also get the instruction guide, which tells you about handling and all that lot. Cleaning the motor, cleaning the axle unit, changing the cleaning type, changing and replacing the discs, and also cleaning out and all that lot as well. So it does tell you everything what you need to know, including spare parts for all these bits in here. I'm actually just going to keep that open so I know which bit I'm on about. But yes, it is a motorised track cleaner. Typically it's DC only, but you can change it to DCC. It does require hard rewiring on the inside. All pickups on all the wheels, and as in here there is actually something moving inside, which is just a little weight here for if you want to put some cleaning fluid in there, and you can just pop that back in there and it just helps weigh it all down. Quite sure that's what that was anyway. Yes, it is. And you have a switch here for basically on, off, and a continuous running, which is for special controllers and stuff like that. They can still output full power to this while still running at slow speed for the locomotive itself. I'm not too sure which controller this applies for, so for the most part it's on or off for everyone else. In here is the cleaning compartment. Basically this is, if it's on vacuum, this is where all the muck and all that goes, and since I have used it before, I have got some muck in there which I need to clean out. I'll hoover that up later. There we go. And there's the actual impeller blade there, because it uses a impeller system to suck all the muck in. Now inside the box you do get, let's look at the discs first. You get you get wet type cleaning discs, which are these white ones. It's basically if you want to use with the cleaning fluid, if I remember correctly. I think that's what they're for. You also get a dry cleaning, which, yeah, that's definitely a dry cleaning one. These are a bit more abrasive. It's basically like using a track rubber on your layout. It's but it spins. Oh. There we go. I really have to sort out that light. There we go. I'll just get that up a bit. But yeah, these are harder. Like I said, these are more like the track rubber, stuff like that, and they will fall out. And you get 3 of each type, but you only get 1 type of impeller blade, so don't lose that. You also have, to make a little bits in here, you have a sponge. This is for when you're using the wet type cleaning pads, so that's the use of this. So you pop that in that little recess down I'll turn that on quickly. You put that in that little recess down here, and it's just to help clean the muck off the track. And also this is for the suction type cleaning. It's basically just a little fluffy bit of like a little brush, and I'm quite sure that fits in there. It does have a sticky pad on the back, however I've not actually used it like that, so I think it's like them track tidy things. I'm not entirely sure how you get it in there properly, but it is meant to fit in there. Right, you also get two little tools. I'll pop that over there and pop them in there just so I don't lose them. Right, first tool, this is the cleaner nozzle. That's to clean out down. I think that's to help clean out down there. I'm not entirely sure. Let me have a quick look. I should have a look beforehand, but never mind. No, it's just so that you can fit it to a cleaning bottle. It's basically just so have the bottle up here, and just so you can. I hate that light now. This is so you can basically get the fluid into here quite nicely. But most bottles do come with a nozzle on anyway. I think that's for certain types of bottles. And this tool here, which looks very strange, is how you remove the impeller. So if you have it this way up, that's to clip it on the inside there. Just give it a firm pull out, and there's the impeller blade. And if you want to change it to, let's put a hard type on there. So you just carefully pop that on there. Bit of polystyrene cord in there as well. Try and get that out later, but yeah, that will now spin round. Let's give you an example. There we go, and that spins around and then helps clean your layout. And this tool again, this way up now. Haven't actually tested it in this way around, so you just carefully prise it up. And it doesn't want to do it on camera. You just carefully prise it up bit by bit till you can get it off. There we go. And then you can just pop that button on there. And you can also replace, I think you can replace these heads. Yes, you can replace these heads, and that's how, with replacement parts. So yeah, that's pretty much all that. Bit of a kerfuffle there at the end, but we managed to get through it. And I still need to look at that light. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the track cleaner on the turntable, just so you can have a look at it all the way around, so you can have a look at the livery, and then we get to test it on the layout. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are with the Gaugemaster powered track cleaner now on my bottom pull layout. I have got a class 57 in the same livery all ready to basically couple up in a moment, but let's test it without anything coupled to it. So this is only with the fan attachment, so let's see how it's like. As you can see, it's not all that difficult to push around. And just from that little test, let's have a quick look inside, which is a bit difficult to do with one hand. There we go. And it picked up a little bit. Now let's couple up the class 57. So I'm going to carefully move that back. Pop you over there. Right, so here's my class 57. Make sure it's in the right direction. And that seems all well and good. So testing, just make sure it's off. Off is as you would expect, it's off. And now back onto on. I would try out the continuous power one, but I doubt that the Wagon controller can actually do that. So yes, let's test and see how much it picks up with a reasonable speed and one strand layout. So we'll time it from actually we'll bring it up to this line. So when it gets back to here, we'll see how much it's picked up. Also to mention, the price of this is about £65 from Railworks Sheffield, but do expect to see up to about £80 max, because that's the recommended retail price. So yeah, let's see how well it does. Due to a corner, I think. I just need to wait till it comes back out the other end. And it does come out the other end. Always good to see. And yeah, it's a bit further than needed. Yeah, the slight crunching sounds you might hear there is just because it's got a very it's got this extended bit on the bottom of the underframe, so it catches on anything which is anything which is like this or poking out. So yeah, if you've got a very tight fitting radius curves and that lot, do be aware that these will catch. Mine are just about wide enough for, I said this is a just sub second radius curve for my inside track, so just to point that out. Anyway, let's see what's inside. And we have got a fair bit in there now. I'm also going to move it onto the outside line because it's probably a bit safer. So, because I do want to test this going at a better speed. That seems happy. So I'll just pop you back there for now. And we'll move the class 57. I do quite like this vehicle. It's basically like the 47, but well, with a 5 in front instead. I know there's probably some more differences than that, but in model form it's just a 47 with a 5 in front instead. So now at a more reasonable speed, and you can hear it picking up things from the layout. It'll be loose bits of debris and mostly ballast half the time. Let's give it two loops this time. A bit more faster than the last one. And it is starting to pick up stuff now, because I can still hear things smacking against the inside of the dirt collection bay. Right, that's 2 laps. And let's have a look inside. Well, you will get fluff on the inside here, so anything light will be up in this bit. If you want to clear this, you basically, well, what I did was blow through the other side. And yeah, it does pick up a fair amount of debris. I have been keeping my layout fairly clean using the track cleaner, so it's not going to be as much. But yeah, so I found it a fairly useful wagon to have. And if you couple it with the other track cleaner, the unpowered one behind it or something like that, it's a nice little cleaning grate to help maintain your layout. There is a few issues with it in that it's basically for anything where there's no circuit for it to go around. So basically all these sidings here and all the end spacing bits there, you'd need to push it around manually, because it doesn't have any kind of there's no decoder in it. You can't actually tell it anything to do other than faster or slower, like with a normal DC loco. So yes, if you got yeah, it's a slight there's a slight thing which could be improved on, but it's still a good piece of kit to have. But yeah, you can always just DCC it, and then you can just push it around and with the loco, and then clean everywhere in your layout. But so I haven't actually tested the other tools it's got, but I'm assuming it will do quite a good job with that as well. I have heard people have a few issues with the wet clean, so do have a go at that on your do take that into account. But personally, I've not had any issues with this so far, but I've only used it as a vacuum cleaner, while the other non-powered one does the scraping away, so I quite like it anyway. But for £65 for 80 or £80, most of you'll probably see it as, I think it's still a decent thing to have. But do let me know in the comments what you think about this, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. So I'm going to send this off. I'm going to actually turn it off and send it off its way. So yeah, let's send the network rail rake on its way. I do need to get some more coaters to go with that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. And if you didn't, I hope you enjoy your day anyway. Anyway, this has been James from Gosport Railworks. And yeah, take care now. Bye bye.